I'm happy you reached out. So maybe we can see a bit of the... Yeah, you want to see some products?
Yeah, let's see some products, see how it works.
This is Pascal Tolley. He's the founder of EasyTatt, an Australian e-commerce brand that generates millions of dollars selling semi-permanent tattoos. He was kind enough to invite me to his Adelaide-based warehouse and talk me through the origins of the business and his experiences along the way. I hope you enjoy this story as much as I did, because I had such a great time talking with someone so passionate and knowledgeable in what they do every day.
This is obviously our headquarters. It's still a work in progress, bit of empty space around. This is kind of where all the packing happens.
Yeah.
So there are tattoos everywhere, as you can see. There are no shortage of tattoos.
How many SKUs do you guys have?
Well, like over 20,000 easily. These are all our semi-permanent products. So this is like what has made the business what it is today. So
These are the main sellers.
main sellers,
Yeah.
so they'll start off invisible and then they'll develop over a couple of days. I think one of the biggest challenges for my business is just how many SKUs there are.
Yeah.
So, we're not selling hoodies or drink bottles where, you don't have as many products to manage. We're selling artwork and there's just never an end to how many designs you can have. Got full sleeve stuff, full back sizes.
So like those full sleeve ones, that like the one that I've seen on TikTok that like kind of blew up the brand? Is that the one that...
Yeah, that's it. So that's a full sleeve semi-permanent. It's impressive what a viral TikTok can do.
Yeah.
So as you know, I was on Shark Tank. The sales spike after that ad was nothing compared to a viral TikTok post, which is interesting because it's kind of like TV isn't where it used to be. You know what I mean? It used to be like, if you're on TV, that's the most reach you can possibly get. But it's nothing compared to the millions of views you can get from a social media platform.
Yeah.
So we have artists from all over the world who we partner with, and they get a cut of every sale. So it's really important to us that we have like a community of artists, and they get a 15% royalty on any designs. We don't own the rights to any artist's artwork, we just license it. So
if they want to pull it,
they can pull it.
Yeah.
They can pull it.
How does the custom part of it work? 'Cause I know that you do like the custom designs as well.
So you'll jump onto our website, you'll upload your own design, and then we have a warehouse where we print your custom design and send it to you a few days later in the mail. Or you can chat to one of our artists, so we can link you with an artist and they can chat directly with the customer and the customer can commission a brand new design from scratch.
See, like, do you get many customers calling back, reaching out, being like, I've gone ahead with the tattoo? Like
Heaps. And that's, I love that the most because the reason I started it was to help people test drive their tattoo before they get the real thing, right? So when we have customers who, actually use our product and service to trial a design for different locations or sizes, and then they go out and get it for real, it's a real
job well done.
Job well done. Because obviously we have a lot of other people who just use our products for events and just fun, which is is all good as well. So semi-permanent lasts up to 2 weeks. You can't remove it until like the skin regenerates itself naturally. So it's actually a really good product because it looks and feels exactly like the real thing. It doesn't feel like it's on top of the skin, and it's all 100% organic extract from a fruit.
How many iterations did you go through to
a lot
to get that right?
A lot. I think I only really started investing in marketing in like 2022. Before that, it was just product development. I had my head down trying to develop the best product, because to me it was like it didn't matter scaling unless you had the product right. So many years of product development.
Swerving through the traffic like a prat, going 60 in a 30 in this Aston, it's in black. I'm trying to steer and wrap this gag, hit the curb, fuck my tracking, now I'm driving on a flat.
Diploma?
Yeah, that's my law degree.
I know, I was asked about that. So
so that was what I was doing.
Went to uni,
Finished uni.
You wanted to be a lawyer?
Wanted to climb the corporate ladder. All that jazz. Always kind of in the back of my mind, I always wanted to have my own company. Always wanted to have my own freedom. So while I was kind of chasing that dream, I was always in the back of my mind thinking about business ideas. And I think if you want to come up with a business idea, you have to sort of be always in tune with ideas that could be out there. So when I came up with EasyTatt, it was kind of, I was faced with a decision. I decided to complete my law degree because I only had a year left, and then it was a matter of deciding, am I going down the lawyer path or am I gonna give this all I've got? I think it's clear which one I chose.
They're very different things. Like, how did you get to starting? Like, where did you learn? Like, how did you...
Yeah, like I did a marketing degree as well.
Okay.
But I didn't know anything about sort of website creation, e-commerce. Like, this is back before it became a real big thing. I think now it's getting pretty saturated, e-commerce. I'm seeing people starting businesses all over the place, all ages. This is like pre-TikTok, so there wasn't a way to just kind of blow up quickly. I was always good at researching, like product research.
Yeah.
So that kind of came naturally, and I always enjoyed the process of kind of finding suppliers for things. And I had the vision of how I wanted the brand to look, and that kind of guided me. And I just sort of had some graphic design skills, so I was good at designing the packaging and the website. And then 6 to 12 months of product development, but then I had no idea how to market it, and that's kind of why in the early days we didn't really scale. It was just kind of, it was going along, it was going well, you know.
Do you remember your first year revenue?
Oh gosh, probably really embarrassing.
I think it's good that
I can't remember actually, but I should look that up.
Do you remember your first sale?
I do remember the first sale. I remember just jumping out of my seat and just, you know, calling my mum, like, got a sale. Like, it's an incredible feeling when you get your first sale. In the very beginning, we didn't have any designs, like, because I always thought everyone would just upload their own design. Everyone just wants custom.
Yeah.
So the website in the beginning was just like a custom tattoo portal where you would just upload a design and we'd print it for you. And then I started to realize there's a lot of people who need inspiration. They need a library to kind of, you know, look through. And that's when I sort of went back to the drawing board and thought, okay, we're going to need some designs. I think the very first were just like roses and butterflies. So the most common kind of thing. And then, just kind of kept evolving. Now, we obviously got, almost 7,000 and trying to get over that 10K design mark. And then I might kind of put a lid on it and just manage what we've got. Yeah, I'd say like the 1 mil revenue is the big milestone for anyone. But I think the hardest part about being the owner is that you feel every step. You might hit the 1 mil milestone, but like you've felt it. It didn't just like happen overnight. It's like you've been fighting and like you felt every kind of grind to get to that point. So it may not be like that for others, but for me it was a real hustle to get there. And it was almost kind of anticlimactic getting to that milestone, because like, well, bloody better be at $1 million because I've been hustling for like years.
Yeah. How did you get there then? Like what? Everything's self-taught.
The biggest point was when we just started our Facebook marketing.
Okay.
And
you're doing all that?
I'm doing all of that. Before I did Facebook marketing, we were just Google, straight up AdWords, marketing to people with that high intent. Searching for our products. But then obviously I started to realize there are millions of people who would like our products who aren't necessarily searching for our products. So the goal was obviously to get the word out there. And I think, you know, my very first Facebook campaign was just shocking ad, you know, just one image or something. And I think that's really challenging when you start spending money on any kind of Facebook, TikTok, is you sort of put an ad out there and you assume it's just going to bring all this traffic and money. But often, certainly when you're a beginner, you spend the money, you get the traffic, people won't convert, and then you start to realize this is a bit of a challenge, different kettle of fish. And that's when you got to start watching, you know, tutorials and whatnot. And that's still a learning curve for me. And I think I'm at a point where I kind of want to palm off the paid media to someone else, because I'm doing all the Pinterest, Facebook, obviously Instagram, TikTok, all myself, and I don't have enough time to be an expert at all those platforms. And I was speaking to a marketing agency last week and they were shocked that I was doing it all myself. They couldn't believe it, because they have their experts who are just dedicated to AdWords or dedicated to Meta. And I think I've got to the point where I'm just kind of doing what I'm doing but at a diminishing rate. Like, I think because my time is spread so thinly, I just don't have enough time to be killing it in one area. So
I think it's a good lesson though, because as a founder you kind of have to get to a point where you can have those conversations with the agencies. Like, they keep them accountable at all times.
Exactly.
But like, so that you're at a point now where you kind of have to outsource it. And let them scale it a bit more. But you're definitely on the right track by doing it yourself to start with. And having a really good grip on it.
I think they mentioned that. They said, like, you know, the fact that you've been doing it for so long means that if I was to engage their services, they'd be working with me directly and kind of keep me in the loop. So I think you're right.
High-level conversations.
If you don't know anything about it, you just palm it off to an agency, How do you know what they're doing? How do you know the terminology? How do you know, what's working? So
about like future planning and like where do you see the biggest, I guess, area of growth for the business? And, is it in the paid side, organically, is it new markets, channels?
Definitely new markets. So we've recently onboarded with Shopify Plus. So we've got our dedicated US store that's just opened and our dedicated UK store.
Yeah.
And we've just started our advertising in the US. I mean, we've always got orders from the US, but now we're aggressively marketing there because we've got a dedicated experience. So, they don't know anything about centimeters, so everything's in inches. And the user experience is a bit different for those folks over there. And likewise with the UK. So I think new markets is the biggest opportunity.
It is.
Like I said, we already sell to, the world, but having that localized experience brings tremendous opportunity for our kind of advertising and conversions. So, but I think if I can free up my time with the paid media side of thing, I might be able to do more founder content. Yeah. Because I think from what I've seen other brands do, it seems to be like what people love seeing the most.
I think it's just builds so much trust like up front, and like people build an affinity to the founder more so than the brand, because people care about
they buy off, or they say people buy off people, not brands.
Yeah, that's the thing. And so like there's a happy medium where you can still push the brand, but like I think everyone's just going purely founder now.
I think that's why a lot of people on TikTok have had a lot of success starting out
behind the scenes, or just a day in the life, or or if it's even just you talking about the new products that are dropping. Or
I mean, I've got a whole list of like TikTok ideas that I want to do. It's tough. Something comes up.
It's tough, and to get yourself up and like, all right, I'm gonna be in front of camera, I need to be smiling.
I know. You need to be like, because you need a certain amount of energy when you're doing it.
Definitely.
And you got to be in the mood. And I'm pleased you mentioned that, because it's just something I've had in the back of my head. Like, I know people want to see more of what I'm doing. And I just need to kind of
just practice around that. Honestly, it's just,
need to practice. Once I get into it, I can do it. Like, some people are like shocking. I'm not that bad at it, but I put it off. Something comes up and it's
cool. I think I've got everything.
Yeah. Okay.
I think throwing questions at you, but it's been cool.